And then he finishes the forethought by saying, need I add that I who speak here am bone of the bone and flesh of the flesh of them that live within the veil. Okay, so in the forethought, you want to, look at like who is he writing this text for? Who is his audience? Okay, and that then is, if you understand his audience that he's writing for, then that gives you the perspective, or helps you understand the perspective that he's working with. Okay, and then we get to chapter one, um, of our spiritual strivings. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'll model this, but this is the epigraph area. Epigraph is something that comes before the chapter, so it's a quote that comes before the chapter. So, at the top of the chapter, right underneath the title. So notice how he quotes this poem by Arthur Symons, right? So who is Arthur Symons? I don't know, but he was a famous 19th century poet, okay? And that's what the little asterisk there will tell you, right? He's not known now. Du Bois will quote people that we do know, but Symons doesn't happen to be one of them. So he's quoting basically this famous class poem, right? It's a famous poem from a European artist, from a white male European artist, right? And this is classically what you see in an epigraph, a quote from a famous poem or a famous piece of philosophy, something that's classical or canonical. So he cites that, right? And then at the bottom, he has this citation of musical notation, right? It's only musical notation. So this thing here, this little red box here that says nobody knows the trouble I've seen, that's what I wrote into it, right? That is what the song is, but I only knew that because I looked at the explanatory notes at the back. So Du Bois only gives us the musical notation. He gives us nothing else. He doesn't give us the title of the song. He doesn't give us any lyrics, just the musical notation, right? So you want to keep that in mind. He does that with every chapter. He has two parts of the epigraph: uh, the European, um, classical European poetic aspect, and then the musical notation, which is from a Negro spiritual, right? So, a couple things that he's trying to do here that we want to keep in mind.